Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete to Drake London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First and 10, it's Patterson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's going to try and do this himself. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Second and 5. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 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 And he'll So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MP, 11 MP.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1. Second and 6. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Able to slither by. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Straight ahead, Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. Touchdown! And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after that initial contact. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll sneak it with Mariota. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll look to run with Algier. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. They'll try and run for it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Dumps it off to Mixon. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
11-90.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. First down, here's Burrow. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll give it to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota. This pass is caught by London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A first down throw for Mariota. Right back to Pitts again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's the option play going left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Patterson will score. Touchdown and one. So they brought the extra point in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Line, ready?
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Patterson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Mariota. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, Patterson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, Mariota. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds, had no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Taking a lot of time on the clock.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Bengals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.